Oh shoot, I forgot. I have like a special intro for this. Why did I not fire that up? That is so dumb. Alright, here we go. Special intro. welcome everybody to a brand new stream. Oh boy, how's it going? Welcome to the very first episode of Chatting Tuesday on a Wednesday. I know that is that's very strange. Just like this Zoom, it's kind of strange. I need to sit more here. You can tell we're getting started with something brand new. We're streaming today to both YouTube and Twitch. Actually for the second time, but for the very first time on this channel. The last time I actually streamed on this channel was, I think, about 7 years ago. Actually, I can go look this up. We can go look this up together. Let's go look this up together, shall we? Let's go do this funky new feature that we can do here on stream, which is called Look Things Up Together. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Welcome everyone to a brand new stream. This is gonna be a new type of stream that if you may or may not be familiar with my streams, I want to bring to YouTube as well now, and I also intend to do this more often here on this channel. I don't know how well it will go. I don't know what kind of form factor it will have. Back in the day, we used to do this thing called Chatting Monday, Chat Mondays, Monday chatting, just chatting Mondays, just chatting Mondays. That was the thing. We called it Just Chatting Mondays. That's exactly what was on my mind. But we used to do these fun streams where we're just like, chat a whole bunch of things, talked about a whole variety of topics, kind of like a free-flowing conversation between me and chat, and then just having fun with that. And I figured I kind of want to keep that because those were by far some of my most fun streams. Though then again, if I have to choose some of the most fun streams, I don't know which ones I would pick because a lot of the streams are like a lot of fun. Seriously, like I honestly enjoy the like gameplay streams a lot as well. I also really enjoy the like whatever other streams you do, the podcasts, that sort of stuff. So like, it's a stream that I really enjoy, but I figured, well, you know, it should probably have a certain type of structure sort of thing. So that's what we're going to be trying out today. I'm going to be trying out a structure. We have a couple of topics right here, which we'll be displaying on the screen right now. Thank you so much, my absolutely amazing AI right here. The topics I want to talk about is, first of all, what is this new stream, and like the kind of like giving you a content update as to like what the hell is going on. Secondly, what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about like some console and gaming updates, especially when it comes to like the Steam Deck OLED and the newly released PlayStation Portal, not Portable, but Portal. And then also talk about some great anime for the holidays. See whether an anime topic is something that rocks your boat. We'll see. But yeah, that is kind of the plan for today. But before that, let us go and take a look at when the last stream was, because honestly, this is why I need to have a little bit of a structure. Because I tend to go off on tangents quite a bit. If you're not familiar with that, well, be prepared. I'm not tied to a script, so that's gonna be rough. So let's go take a look right here. I have Firefox ready right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Go take a look. There we go. Look at that sexy channel, man. All right, let me zoom out a little bit so we can go take a look. Right now, the live stream is up here, but if we go to live, I want to see when the last stream was, because I think that was 7 years ago. 7 years ago was the last live stream right here, which, holy crap, that was a long, long time ago. 7 years! I thought I'd only been like making content for 6. 7 years. Oh no, wait, it's almost been 8. Like, this must have been 2016. It's not 2023. That's insane. But yeah, so basically that was the last time I streamed here on this channel. Before that, I did a couple of streams, which actually I can give you a little bit of backstory. Like, here we go, first tangent of the day. Mark that on your bingo cards, boys. But basically, like the entire idea behind these streams right here was that, actually, am I coming through? Hold on, I don't know if I'm coming through. I am, I think. Yes, I am. All right, sounds good. Right now, we're still dealing with a lot of technical difficulties since it's the first time I'm doing this. So don't expect this all to flow very, very smoothly. Let's put it that way, okay? So yeah, let's go take a look right here. What do we have? We have the live streams right here. So I've only streamed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on this channel, and this is going to be the 7th stream. 7 streams, 7 years later. I think there's something poetic to it, though I don't intend my next stream to be 7 years from now. Like, holy shit, if that's going to happen, things will be really bad. Just like this Zoom. Have I lost it this much? Actually, it's the first time I'm using this angle right here, so it's alright, it's alright. But hey, you know, we can use this as like as a means of getting into as a means of getting into our topic. Man, I really need to get used to like how to fucking deal with this, because it's ridiculous. There we go. Come on, don't screw this up. Thank you. All right, here we go. So yeah, what we had right here is we had a couple of streams. You can't see all of them. Maybe I can. No, But like I had 7 streams, which a lot of them like featured this thumbnail. It was all Warframe. Actually, like this kind of very neatly ties into the very first topic of the day. Let me see if we can get that prepared. Can I get that topic prepared? Let's see where this works. Let's see where this works. Bada bing, bada boom. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's actually a lower third. That works. It's insane. So yeah, it has been about 7 years since I last streamed on this channel. And it's been about 7 years in Twitch time since I streamed. I think it's been about, well, probably like 2 weeks since I last streamed. But hey, you know, like that's 7 years in Twitch time. And yeah, with that comes a new stream, a Chatting Tuesdays, which today is on a Wednesday because like some other shit got in the way, which is kind of unfortunate. But 7 years ago I streamed last on this channel, and the very reason why I started streaming on this channel was because basically my computer died at that time. I had no computer to make videos on, so I did have a PlayStation which had this live stream function. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make some streams and see how well they turn out. And basically that was, as you expected, seeing that I'm streaming 7 years later, a big fucking failure. Like, yeah, that wasn't a great success. I did not have a great success streaming to YouTube. And at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. However, I did find streaming later on with Twitch and stuff. So then I started streaming on Twitch, and now here we are. Now, most of the time, what I've done so far is I've been streaming to Twitch basically every weekday for about 5 years straight. And I've had a lot of fun with that, though I've always thought it was kind of disconnected from YouTube. It's like you have the YouTube video stuff on the one end, and then you have like the Twitch stuff on the other hand. Also, what I'm supposed to be seeing right here, but I am not seeing yet, is a penis. Which you may not understand if you're on the YouTube side of things, but that's because Mudkip just posted penis in chat. Mudkip, how's it going? I need to go look for this penis. How can I show this up on my screen? Let's see, what do I have? I have chat small. Chat small, why are you not showing this thing? Let's see, chat small. Multi-chat window, are you not showing this? Are you not showing this? Is chat big showing this? I'm trying to figure out if I can make this thing... Oh wait, it's not showing. Let's see. Am I getting anything? Because there was supposed to be a chat that's working, but I actually didn't test it properly. So yeah, let me go and change this around. This may look a little bit weird, but sometimes it resets like this. I don't know if I can make it. Let me see if I can make this work. Let's see. Test here. It shows up. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. But Mudkip, how's it going, man? How are you doing? I'm trying to make the chat work here on screen, but it's absolutely refusing to do anything. So I'm gonna try and fuck around with it a little bit. It may look a bit weird, but hey, you know, like that's par for the course for the very first for the very first thing. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna go to filters. I'm gonna turn off crop. Okay, so the crop works. It's just doing it very shittily. That's kind of bad. Oh, but I know why this works. I know what this is. I know what this is. It's because there's like, oh wait, no. Now I know what this is. It works now. Why did it? Why? Oh no. Wait. Oh, okay. No, I see. There's not too many. There's not enough messages in chat. That's basically what it's saying. Also, I need to have a little bit more taken off from there. But I've cut it off too far. So that is something that I want to figure out. Okay, how many messages does it take? How many messages does it take to get up to the level of the chat? Let's see. We're count message number 1. Nothing? Nothing yet? Nothing, no. Okay, let's go. Number 2. Here we go. Message number 2. Sorry, this is like completely no topics or whatever. Number 2, not working yet. Number 3. Let's see. Message number 3. Is that working? Not showing up yet. Come on. Message number 4. Message number 4, not showing up yet. Number 5. Also not. 6. Oh, for God's sake. 7! 7 chat messages then! It's not working still. It's still not working. 8. 8 messages. 8 messages. Please, for the love of God, show something. It's not showing anything. Come on, chat. I know you can work. 10. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. That's where we're on. Nope. 10. Oh, we're cutting it close here. 11 messages. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gotta do it. 12. Please just show me something, screen. You were just doing it a moment ago. 13. 14. Yes! 15. Bada bing, bada boom, we're here. We're in business. It doesn't look great though, but here we are. Whew. Well, that took a while. That took a long while. Penis, there we go. Vanguard. Coming in with that penis on YouTube. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. Actually, that's not... See, that's the problem. It's not showing in my top chat because it's too vulgar for YouTube. YouTube, how dare you? But yeah, let me make sure that it looks a little bit better here. Let's see. I'll pop that away. Then I'll go and see if I can make this a little bit better. Because right now it doesn't look great. Let's see. How can I make this... Pop that out. Don't need that. Pop this out. Don't need that. There we go. All right. This is par for the course of the very first stream. We're gonna have to do a little bit of like figuring things out. Okay, so now I know that when I start up the stream, I basically need to spam it with 14 chat messages before it actually shows anything up, or actually 15 chat messages. But that's okay. Okay, how does that look? Does that look alright? I think that looks alright. Fuck yeah, we got it to work. Okay, now if we look at a big chat, that works fine. Alright, perfect. Perfect. If you guys are wondering what the big chat looks like, can I, like, do I have a scene here which shows the big chat? I think I do. Okay, here. So, like, the big chat shows everything. There we go. Hold on. Wait, studio mode. There we go. This is the big chat right here. You see it shows everything. It doesn't look nice, though. Man, this is stuff that I probably should have done beforehand. But hey, you know, like, this is only what you figure out when you're doing it on the fly. So there we go. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's go back here. So, Muckit, how's it going, man? How are you doing? How's everything been? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to my stream. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming for a while. So let me actually explain this a little bit better. See, there you go. So, if you're wondering, Sino, how's it going, dude? Sup, nerd? How's it going, man? Good to see you. So, as you may have noticed, right here we have a chat. And we have a chat which, legally speaking, it just shows random different colors based on your name. And there's no further logic behind it. Twitch, you don't need to look behind what this chat, why there's a purple or a red color, because I'm definitely not mixing chats here. Don't worry about that. I'm definitely not doing that. But what you may notice is that there's a Vanguard here who may have a YouTube channel. There's a Michel Postma here who may have a YouTube channel. And there's a Xenogelion 2 here and a Cute Mudkip here who may have Twitch channels. Also, the color of YouTube is red. The color of Twitch is purple. I'm not going to say anything more, but... Also, I made an app that combines Twitch and YouTube chats. It's not to be put in OBS. Just saying. Well, please don't, Mudkip, because then I'm actually going to have to ban you. Please don't. Please do not. But yeah, Xena, how's it going, man? So yeah, welcome to actually, like, let's actually do this properly, because holy shit, I've been geeking out too much about my stuff. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the very first topic of today. Today we're bringing in chatting Tuesdays on Wednesday. Basically, this stream right here is the newest stream in my any chance for a profanity filter. I am relying on YouTube and Twitch as profanity filters. If I were to have to put in a profanity filter, then I should probably like set custom words and stuff. But right now it's like I'm just relying on YouTube and Twitch because generally they tend to be quite okay. So whatever like they allow to put for their chats, it's like that's also the way that Streamlabs worked. I'm actually thinking about little side tangent. I can't even get in my first topic. So yeah, like right now the only thing that the bot does is it just takes in like all the chat feed from like YouTube and Twitch and just throws it together. However, what I'm considering is actually integrating the YouTube API more properly such that I can like allow it to send messages, because right now I should be able to send messages from Twitch, but I should also be able to send messages from YouTube if I integrate the API into it. And then I think you should just be able to log in and then you can like send and receive messages. I'll probably make like a pop-up window or like a separate window for you to like send and receive messages, kind of like a dashboard style thing. And I'm also thinking like maybe I can integrate like a live viewer account in there, and then we like I can also look into options for like profanity filters and stuff. But that's all the bot stuff. That's all the like program stuff, which Oh man, this ties into so much. So before I get into that, let me follow the structure. So what you may have noticed is that we used to have this stream called Just Chatting Mondays. Just Mondays. I don't know what it was called. It was Just Chatting Mondays. That's exactly what it was called. And it just existed out of me talking about some stuff. I probably sometimes follow some topics, but a lot of times I would do this. I would think about things, and then something would pop up in chat and be like, "Woo! The train just left the station," and we'd be going on side tangents. Now that's something which I enjoy. However, at the same time, it also makes it for a little bit of a confusing listening experience, I can imagine. So this right here is Chatting Tuesdays. It's completely different because we have a different angle right here. It's got a bit of a mood. It also has a different intro sequence, which if you may not have seen that, we'll watch that next time. Probably, maybe. It also has relaxing lo-fi music in the background because I thought, like, let's distinguish the streams as well by different music. So yeah, but one big difference that I was talking about is actually this right here. I'm actually structuring things according to topics. So right now we're having the very first topic, which is all about the new stream, like what the stream is about, and content update. If you're wondering about what other topics are going to be coming in, there we go. We have bada bing, bada boom. We have a couple of topics coming in. First topic for today is going to be the new stream and content update. Then we are also going to be talking about the Stream Deck OLED and the PSP, which is not the PSP that you think it may be. And then some great anime for the holidays, because actually I have been watching some series. I've been needing some distraction in my life, and goddamn, there have been some good series. So I was like, yeah, there's one going on right now, which I don't know if you've seen that, Xena, but goddamn, it's like it's such good trash. I fucking hate it, and I love it. I love everything. It's my favorite anime right now. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about that later. So first of all, very first topic right now is gonna be like, what is this new stream that you're watching right now, and how does it fit in with like the content that you've been watching so far? So over the last month, I've been slowly but surely bringing back content to the channels. I think that for the first time in 5 years, you can actually say that my channel is alive again. Because I think 2018 was the very last time that this channel was actually somewhat alive. Back then, I used to post like frequently. I started up in 2015 to 2018 that I posted on this YouTube channel like somewhat frequently, every week, every month. Whenever I felt like posting something, I posted it on this channel. And then around 2018, I was kind of like trying to find something else, and then I decided, let me post all the gaming stuff over on a new channel, and I had absolutely zero clue as to what to do on this channel, so I basically moved everything over to the other channel. Never really did something with this, sometimes like 1 or 2 videos at a time, like a little burst, but not really much that consistently stayed out. And yeah, now it's actually consistent right here. It's strong. We have a decent foundation. We have been having 2 videos a week for the past 2 weeks, and so far I think that's going to continue on. And that's something where like I'm happy with. We're bringing it back, and that's also basically like let me put it this way. Right now, one thing that I've learned throughout the years of like making content and stuff is that there's so much that I want to do. There's so much that I feel I can do. However, what I've also always tried to do is do everything at the same time. Basically, like what I want to do, what I would love to do, is actively make content on here, actively make content on the gaming channel, and you know, do a lot of that. Like do scripted videos here, do scripted videos there, do vlogs here, do this there, do all sorts of streams. However, if you do it all at the same time, you can't. That's something that I've very quickly realized. Like you really can't do it all at the same time because, for instance, like setting up this scene right here and like setting up the little intro sequence, like that takes a couple of hours. And when you're thinking, okay, so I'm gonna have this really tight schedule and everything's gonna fit, let's do it all at once, it's just not gonna work. So that's something that I've ran into a lot of times where I started out with like, okay, my scope is gonna be really big. This is what I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna work if I make it fit perfectly within the time that I have. But then one thing goes wrong because I haven't had it set up, and then everything comes crashing down. That's been my biggest problem for like the longest time. So that's right now what I'm doing is I'm building up slowly. So first of all, what we're starting out with is this channel right here. This channel right here, the Michel Postma YouTube channel, or if you're watching it on Twitch, the Twitch channel, because that's also posting videos like these videos as well. Basically what we're doing here is we now have 1 scripted video per week. So we have 1 like tech video. There's gonna be an interesting one coming out this week. We have 1 vlog now per week as well. So kind of to give you like a little bit of like an update, like improve the communication, which has been sorely lacking over the last couple of years. And now the next step is bringing in this stream right here. I really enjoy the communication style streams where we just sit down and talk about really whatever. And I'm really glad that right now I'm also able to bring that to YouTube, because I have never ever streamed to YouTube on this channel other than 7 years ago, ever since I found Twitch, because Twitch doesn't allow multi-streaming, and I figured there wouldn't be much point to stream to a dead channel because no one would know what the hell's going on. However, at the same time, we've been having so much fun on Twitch where I feel like we've had such a, like, it's so weird. It is so weird because, like, I have this, like, this is what I was talking about a couple of years, like 2 weeks ago with the vlog. It's like there's this big disconnect where I started out here on this channel. This is where it all began, where you can see my early growth of, like, trying to figure out what an aspect ratio is, that sort of stuff. And then there comes a point where, like, it cuts off. There's nothing. And at that point in time, like, everything happened here on Twitch. And Twitch has been such a great place. Like, we've shared so many bloody moments. And if you're wondering, like, what that was like, there's this, like, stream archive channel which only has, like, from 2020 to 2023, it's only 3 of the 5 years, so like half of the streams. But boy, did we have a lot of things there. So I'm glad I'm finally able to share that to YouTube as well. And then going forward, we're also going to be bringing content to, like, the other channels, sort of thing. We're going to be bringing content to the what's it called? Like, to the gaming channel and, like, that sort of stuff. But that's gonna roll up piece by piece. Villager, how's it going, dude? POV, your eyesight has gone to shit so that you can barely read text written in red marker on a white board? Did that just happen to you? Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to train my eyesight as well. Like, I don't know whether my eyes necessarily have gone super bad. I think it's not that bad, but what I have found is that if I spend a lot of time just working with my computer screen, like, at arm's length, what I find is that if I then go outside and I look very far away, then, like, it takes me some time to adjust. So let's see, glasses time. I need me some glasses. I'm nearsighted now, so I, like, actually, like, do get it checked out, because, like, if you're having trouble seeing, get it checked out. But one thing that I've also found is that if you spend a lot of time like watching things very close by, especially screens, like, I think it kind of has to do, again, I'm not an expert here, but I think it kind of has to do with how much you train certain focus points of your eyes, because, like, your eyes kind of focus by, like, adjusting your muscles for, like, focus close, focus far away. And if you're always focused, like, pretty close by because you're always working on a screen, which nowadays a lot of people do, even for school, even for work, then if you don't look far away, you don't really train those muscles to, like, look far away. So I recommend, or I mean, I think it would be good. I would not say I recommend, but I think it may be good to like, try and walk outside, like, once every day if that's possible, and just kind of, like, look far away. Verder says, yeah, I'm planning on getting a time with an ophthalmologist. I call that perfect. My pronunciation is perfect. Go touch grass! Exactly, Mudkid. But yeah, am I really shit? I think my eyes have gone too far for that to help. Am I really shit sleep schedule? Yeah, I'm not an eye expert. No, I do think that, like, touching grass and, like, having a sleep schedule. There's no grass aside snow, bro. I am legit. I'm kind of jealous. We also have darkness, but we have rain. It's just been rain. It's been literally rain all year long. It's been, like, it's ridiculous. There's so much rain that, like, even grass fields have just become, like, puddles. So I go to school, it's dark, and I get back home, it's dark. Yeah, it is that time of the year. It is like living in a prison. But yeah, I hate the winter here. See, here you can very clearly see the difference between people who live in the, like, live in warmer climates, who are like, oh, snow means, like, we get a snow day off, it's fun. And people who live in colder climates where snow is around for 6 months a year and, like, you're fucking tired of it after the second week. I hate the winter here, it's depressing. I'd like to say I can imagine. I can't imagine, because for me, snow is always, like, fucking fun, because we get snow, like, once every 5 years. Though I know from my family in Canada that it is fucking depressing, so I can fight them, imagine. Let's see, Denmark's summer weather is just rain. Same here in Holland. And the Soviet buildings make it look sad. Yeah, man, I can imagine. It's like, that style of architecture was literally just like, let's make it as boring and shitty as possible. So our summers have rain, half 32 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's getting there. It's somewhat getting there. So yeah. But yeah, coming back around to like the general topic. So basically what we have right now is we have this brand new stream right here. There we go. I don't know how often, see, I also don't know how often I should show this, but I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, basically right now we have like this stream as a like weekly thing, hopefully going to be recurring, not on Wednesdays. This is the only time it's on a Wednesday. That's because something came up yesterday. But this stream is only going to be like today on Wednesday, but then next week is going to be on Tuesday. And basically it's going to be kind of like a one-man podcast style thing, but then also just like, you know, I'll try and like do a topic and then we can just talk and chat about it, and then whatever we can chat about, and then I'll do another topic. So it's a little bit structured. So also if you're like listening it back or like you're watching it on a second monitor, you're not always like, oh wait, I just drifted out for a second, and now all of a sudden we're talking about trains, or we're talking about, I don't know, it's Wednesday, me dudes. Yeah, man. It's Wednesday, me dudes is a fucking great meme. But yeah, so that's it. Expect more content to be rolling out. Basically, the entire idea is like right now we're not really like I'm not really releasing a lot of content per week. That's not necessarily my intention for the months going forward. It's that the moment I introduce something, then that's kind of the here to stay. So that's kind of the plan. And yeah, this right here is the very first test stream on YouTube and Twitch in the setup. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Finisher says, it's good. I love thunder. Oh man, we've had a lot of like thunderstorms lately, and it's really nice to go to sleep to, like for real. I really enjoy it. I don't like thunder when I'm outside. Like that's the one thing I never know what to do with thunder. And I think I've talked about this on stream a couple times before, where I've always been told, don't stand in an open field when there's thunder, because otherwise you're at the tallest object, you could be struck. But also, don't stand near tall objects because they could be struck. So it's like, you can't be the tallest, but you also don't want to be near the tallest. So it's like, yeah. I can sleep in almost any condition. So if you can sleep in almost any condition, then why is your sleep schedule so shit? What's going on with that? Actually, I'm not trying to do a gotcha here. So if you don't want to answer, don't worry about it. But yeah. So yeah, anything else around this? Well, I don't think there is much. It's also like if you're hearing the music in the background, it's kind of like the lo-fi stuff, which I think works well. I don't know how well this sounds right now in the background, but if there's anything wrong with the music, just let me know. I kind of just want to have like a chill mood, chill vibe. Also, we have a microphone here, kind of as a prop, but also to do a little bit of this. If this comes through, I don't know if this comes through. Does it? Does it not? Let's try again. Oh wait, I didn't turn it on. It's not coming through because I didn't turn the microphone on. Hold on. I'm a bloody idiot. I'm a bloody idiot. Hold on. Here we go. Now it should. Hello? Is this coming through? Okay, I hope that worked. Please tell me if that worked. Let's see. I guess Finisher says I can sleep when it's 32 degrees Celsius and sun is shining in my eye, and I can sleep through a smoke alarm. Whoa, dude. That's nice. Mika, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you. Finisher says, let's see. Finisher says, my sleep schedule is shit because I stay up on school days till 3 a.m. and I wake up at 4 a.m. Oh, yeah, dude. What are you staying up till 3 a.m. for? Playing games? Or, let's see. You're still in the cave. Am I still in the cave? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Get fucked. Alright, I need to figure out which one that is. Okay, I think I know. That one needs to be... Those ones need to be turned off. Alright. I'm working on being able to hear myself, but that's why it's this shit. Catching up with the shit that my friend sends me on TikTok. Oh boy. He sounds funny shit though. It's good that he sounds funny shit, because it would absolutely suck if you're just ruining your circadian rhythm for not funny TikToks. Oh boy. But Mika, how's it going, man? How are you doing? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so like I'm actually working. Okay, so one of the side tangents that we're going on before we're moving on to the next topic, is that I can't hear really what you guys are hearing. And the reason why is because I have the mixer panel set up in such a way that I can only hear like the bass audio. So like, I can only, like, for me the music is super loud, even though for you it's supposed to be super low. I can kind of like try and see if I can hear what you guys are hearing, but still it's kind of like it's hard to figure it out. I think this sort of works. But I have it changed around so that I can actually like record some stuff with it, which I now just realized I absolutely fucked up. So we're not recording this for video things or whatever. But yeah, because of that, I can't really listen into what's going on. So I also didn't hear the thing there, which is annoying. Let's see. Where's the points rework? Wasn't there a points rework? Honestly, this was me when I was. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. This was me when I was streaming at the start of the year, okay? And this was Twitch. This was Twitch's shit. I was on top of Twitch's shit, okay? This is me now when I haven't streamed in a while. I'm no longer on top of Twitch's shit, okay? I hope that explains it. I have no idea. Twitch has changed a bunch of things. I have no fucking idea what's going on. So there is some sort of points rework, probably. I've heard some things about it, but to be honest, I don't know shit. So I think you guys still have like boatloads of points. Don't worry about it though, because there is going to be a streaming coming where these things are going to be used. Maybe. However, let me just give you a little teaser. Why not? Why not? See, one of the things that I don't like is the predictability of my streams. You know, one of the things that I said that I absolutely hate is that, oh man, every single stream when we started out was just Apex streams, because that's the only thing that I kind of played at a time that was like open in my thing. I want it to be a lot more unpredictable. I want to have a lot of random stuff in my stream. I want to have no control of the stream and have it have random shitty outcomes. That's what I thought at a certain point in time. And I know that I'm going to absolutely hate myself for it, because I already hate myself for it now. But I think it's going to be funny. So say hello to 2 dice. We're going to be using these for another stream type. Not for this stream, but yeah. And perhaps points will influence something, like probability or so. I don't know yet, but I'm working on it. So that will be worked on. Square boobs. Yeah, that were definitely square boobs. 100%. I see. Freddy says, oh yeah, and also after fishing school, I'll go to military service for 11 months with a couple of classmates. Oh, wow. Well, I'm pretty sure you'll, like, get some interesting experience there. That's, very interesting. I have never done it. I've never done military service. Mostly because it's not mandatory here. Though there have always been some parts where I've always, like, I spoke with my friends about it a couple times, and, like, there's always some parts about it that we think, like, would be good for development, like certain things of like learning survival skills. But yeah, I hope I get accepted into anti-air. What's so good about anti-air? what makes that the place to be? Because honestly, I know very little about it. Let's see. So I can become the dude that works on fixing guns. Oh, I see. So you want to be more like a mechanic, gunsmith sort of thing, as guns are my thing. Oh, well, then I think you're... sounds like you're ending up in the perfect place. All right. Sounds like we're also time to go on to the next topic, which is... Normally, these topics are more supposed to be worked out, but for now, I just wanted to do this as a proof of concept because it's never going to work properly. But here we go. The next topic is the Stream Deck OLED and the PSP, but it's not the PSP that you think it is, because why the hell would PlayStation release the PSP that you think it's supposed to be? Because, yeah, you know, like, they're not great. So, let's see. I should have probably prepared this, but I've not. Let me go get this ready. Basically, I didn't really have a great title for this for this topic, but basically, but like the thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is that I'm kind of done with consoles these days. I think that when it comes to the PlayStation and the Xbox, I am really kind of sick and tired of the way that these consoles are becoming more and more like not as fun. And I don't mean not as fun in terms of games, though I have to say that if we look at what has been coming out recently in the PS5 and the Xbox Series 1 thing, whatever, the new consoles, the new next generation sort of thing, it's been spectacular. I mean, Baldur's Gate came out, but that's also on PC. But when I just look at what is something that's really on these things, I can't really name many titles other than like Spider-Man 2 or whatever, right? So I've never felt they had a good start. It also had like this really horrendous start where they were sold out for years before people could actually buy them. And the thing that I really don't like about them is like how right now these things are becoming more and more like your average standard computers. But at the same time, they're becoming more and more and more locked down. Like, what you have recently, Microsoft like added to Xbox that you could restrict, like, you could no longer just plug in any accessory. It has to be Microsoft approved. You have the thing with PlayStation. PlayStation recently, what was it called? They filed a patent for quick saves, like you being able to save your game at a certain point in time and then come back to that save. They filed a patent for that because they want to patent it or something, which honestly like sounds fucking crazy to me. So I'm getting more and more tuned off by these consoles. Also, that's also being helped in part by back in the day. I thought these consoles were the best way to enjoy your game because back then game consoles were the only thing that I knew. Then over time, I got more acquainted to like PC gaming, but I also still thought that there was a great place for consoles because you would always have these consoles, like these machines that would play your physical games. You could just pop the disc in and then play the game regardless of whether your Steam library would still be up because maybe the Steam servers are down or whatever, right? But then I discovered that, well, game discs break. But before they break, game consoles fucking break. I've seen it with the Xbox One. That broke for me all of a sudden. And I'm kind of like, well, if these things aren't really preservable because I can't swap out a motherboard because the disc mechanism and the CPU are all tied to it, then what's the point of having these things? Because basically you break one part of it and the entire thing is dead. And if no one makes them anymore, then there you go. You're screwed. So I'm getting more and more turned off by them. And it's kind of like, I think that the most recent release by PlayStation is like the perfect example of this. So, if you've not heard about this, there was this thing called the PSP, which honestly was one of the coolest, best looking like handheld consoles ever made. This was something where back in the day you had this big fight between you had the big handheld king called like Nintendo, first starting out with a Game Boy, but then with the Nintendo DS, which everyone fucking had. Let me change this. Everyone fucking had a Nintendo DS. Like old people had Nintendo DSs, babies had Nintendo DSs. It was insane. It's like you've never seen that before. Around that time, Sony had this idea of like, hey, let us go and try and gain something on the handheld market. It was just before smartphones came out, and they introduced this thing right here, which, to be honest, was not a commercial great success because oh man, it didn't outsell the what's it called? The Xbox. But holy fucking shit, what is iconic. Like this design right here of the PSP is so bloody nice. I never had a PSP. I had a PS Vita, like the follow-up on this. But this is so iconic. Like I still want to get my hands on one of these. It just looks so great. Like it absolutely perfectly encapsulates like what a handheld console should be. Like what it should look like, what it should feel like. And to me, like this always felt like the grown-up handheld console. And handheld consoles were something, especially before we had like computers and like what's it called, smartphones and stuff. They were like a one-of-a-kind thing, just like how like consoles back in the day were like the one-of-a-kind gaming thing. If you wanted a game on the move, you had to have one of these. And yeah, like I really enjoyed this. Like I had a PS Vita, which looks somewhat similar. Like they followed the design language, and honestly, like I got my hands on this a couple of years back. And I still think it's just like, oh my god, it's such a great device. Like right here. They killed it off because honestly, maybe because like this thing didn't sell too well. Like it suffered massively under the under the like smartphone releases. But this thing, like it really feels, I don't know where I have it, but it really feels like it's like a small controller that you have in your hand, and it has so much power. Like this thing right here, the PS Vita. Let me go grab it. I'm just gonna go grab it. Fuck it. Where did I have it? Oh. All right, just a second. Okay, welcome back. So this right here was a PS Vita, which, like, was the follow-up of the. Hold on, does the Zoom work? The Zoom works there. Okay, so this right here was a PS Vita, which was like the follow-up of the PSP, and honestly, this right here I think is like killer handheld device. To give you like a comparison, this right here was the Nintendo DS. I have had so many fun memories with the Nintendo DS. Great fun memories of playing my very first game on this. Like the very first game I played on this was Super Mario 64, which they ported fantastically over to like this thing right here. I had such a great time with that, and then I also remember the second game I played on this, which was Pokemon Diamond, which I had an absolutely terrible time with because we bought it with my siblings, and then we realized only after the first one had played and saved that you could only have one save per game, which absolutely fucking sucked ass and made no sense. But hey, you know. But yeah, this thing was the absolute king. But then this thing came out, and like I've always liked this design. I got this thing right here to play. Persona 4 on, which honestly I think is a fucking fantastic game. But when I got my hands on this this device was already a couple years old, and just the way it feels in the hand is so nice. It is tiny. It is like smartphone size sort of thing. Like nowadays, like big smartphones are kind of this size, but it's kind of smartphone sized. It is rounded such that like you can kind of pocket it, and I absolutely loved just the way that it feels to hold. Like the triggers are nice, the buttons are nice and like clicky. You have the double like joysticks, which was absolutely crazy back in the day because the Nintendo this video only came with a D-pad. To have double joysticks just made it feel like a real controller. And then like it had not only like a full touchscreen on the front, it also had a full touchscreen on the back, which allowed you to, because basically this was already kind of a full controller except for like the two triggers here. You could map the two back triggers on like a normal controller right here, and then you could just stream your games from your PlayStation 3 and your PlayStation 4 to this thing. So I've done this a couple of times, where basically I would play, like I would load a game into my PS4 and then just play it on here. I've actually played Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've played that entirely on this thing right here, which I think is the best way to play that. Because it's kind of like, it's not as fast paced as most of the like console games, like big console games. It's kind of like a handheld style game. And it worked so well on this. It worked so fucking well on this. I remember that was like during the summer where it was so hot that I couldn't be upstairs where the console was, but I could be downstairs to play over Wi-Fi and just stream that game from my PlayStation to this thing right here. And it was a fantastic experience. Like, this is a really, really nice size. So, you may think, why did they kill this off? Well, the reason why they killed this off is because smartphones came along and then people felt like, well, why should I pay for games if I can just get my games for free into, like in the what's it called? In the, in the Play Store, that's the word, or the App Store, whichever one you prefer. So that's kind of what killed these handhelds off. That's also why you're not really seeing like a new Nintendo DS. Like the Nintendo DS Free or whatever, but was like the last one. Like that died. Well, they didn't really die, but it didn't really have a happy like final sale years. So that's kind of where these things died. But then all of a sudden we had this thing come in, which was the Steam Deck. Let me see if I can find my mouse. All of a sudden we had the Steam Deck come in. Actually, no, we didn't have the Steam Deck. We had the Switch come in. Mark, how's it going? I love these consoles. Honestly, I think that these things are absolutely fantastic. But yeah, they kind of died to smartphones, and then we had the Switch come in because Nintendo didn't really want to give up their handhelds. And the Switch came in and kind of made this absolute safe that people were really fucking hoping for, or at least I was really hoping for, to bring back these handhelds. And that's the way they did it, was just by like giving handhelds like full console internals. And I think that the Switch is a great example of that. I have a Switch. I've played a bunch of Mario games on it. I think it's fun. But the thing that I've always found limiting with the Switch is, first of all, you can only play Nintendo games. Secondly, it doesn't really have a browser or whatever that you can really reliably use. And then you also have that, like, you're stuck with Nintendo, which is a company which makes great games, but also really, really fucks its, like, fans. Nintendo does not like its fans, let's put it that way. So yeah, like I played it for a little bit, but most of the games that I really wanted to play were not on the Nintendo Switch. And then Steam came out, and Steam, as you may know, is this PC like gaming like resale platform, and they come out with this right here, which is the Steam Deck. And honestly, it's kind of like a Nintendo Switch, but then if you don't have the side controllers that you can take off, but you stick them on, and then you have like kind of like these touchpads on here, and honestly, this thing came out, and it's pretty insane. Like for the amount of money, if you just look at the Steam Deck LCD, that you can like get this like the new OLED. We'll talk about that in a second. But this LCD, like you can buy this thing for $349, which, like, let's just put it this way. Last time, or like a couple weeks ago, we looked on stream to find what a somewhat standard gaming PC would be like. If you wanted to get a gaming PC that was, you know, like barely getting by sort of thing, you would end up with a gaming PC of like $600. You would have a gaming PC that would be quite alright, like for like buying new, but it wouldn't be like blowing things away. It would run fine. The reason why we looked at $600 is that's what the consoles of like Xbox One and what's it called, like the Xbox, the new Xbox and the PlayStation sell for. $500-600. That's what they sell for. It's insane. And then this thing comes around, and it's like half that, or like a little over half that. So you can't really buy a gaming PC for this. You don't buy these consoles for this price. And then the thing is that this thing right here is not only like this amazing handheld, but it's also like a thing that you can dock. It's a full-on Linux PC. So honestly, like this product I looked at, I was like, fuck, that's kind of cool. And I think like it really has taken off. Like I don't have my hands on one of these yet. I wanted to buy them for a while, but like at the time I was making videos, so I was like, well, I already have a gaming PC, so I'm not really gonna buy one just for like, you know, like I wanted to buy one. Like if I was gonna buy one, I was gonna do it to like make a video about it, and then, you know, I was making videos. But now like they've actually released their Steam OLED, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. But yeah, so like basically like you have this thing, and like it spawned like a whole bunch of other competitors. Like you have the Asus ROG Li, you have, I think Lenovo tried some sort of design, you have Neo, you have so many different things. There was one recently that came out, PSP looking handheld game. Let's see, there is one recently that came out, Neo Pocket Air. I think that this is it. There's one recently that came out that looks so much like a what's it called? No, it's not Neo. It's one of the others. There is one handheld that looks so much like a handheld gaming PC. That looks so much like a PSP. It's not even funny. Images. Let's see if we can find it. Handheld gaming PC. Maybe if I'll just look like this. I'm gonna try and find it. But it's gonna be hard. Let's see. GPD. Yeah, it's a GPD Win. A GPD Win. Let's see. That's the name of the brand. GPD Win. Let's see. I saw this one time. Like right now, like you have these constructions where you have like a screen that slides up and you have a keyboard underneath. Honestly, it's so fucking cool. Like legit, if you showed that back in the day, like oh man, that was what we all thought the future was gonna be. But yeah, GPD Win. Oh man, which number are they on? GPD Win 4? What's it? Yo, Caroline, how's it going? Hi, Michel. Where have you been? Everywhere, everywhere. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, let's peep this up for a second. This right here is like a new upcoming console from like a different company. Like it looks so much like this thing. Like it's so cool. I kind of want one. But yeah. Let's get back to this topic in a moment. But first, let's catch up a little bit with where the hell I've been. Whew. It depends on like what from when you're talking, but yeah, I've been away for a long while. As I said, the last time I posted on this channel was 2018, like when I posted consistently, and I've been away for a long time. Sometimes posting, but whatever. But if you followed like the Twitch streams and the gaming channel as well, then I kind of stopped posting around like 12, 13 months ago. And a big reason for that, we'll probably talk about this more soon, because we may have a podcast coming up talking about this stuff. I can't spoil too much from it. But basically, like, one of the big things that has been going on over the past, like, how should I put it? If we just look at the last 13 months, about like 12, 13 months ago, what happened is there was like a decent, like a serious diagnosis within the family, which really shifted my perspective around as to like what the hell I was doing. So what I was doing at the time was I was studying AI at the university. I was also making like streams, a lot of streams and videos on the gaming channel. And I had an idea as to what I wanted to do here, but like I was kind of really strapped for time in order to like make everything happen. But the way I was managed to cope with, or like the way I managed to deal with like putting out all the content that I did, and also go to university and like sleep and like work out a little bit, was by just having no social life, doing nothing for myself. Because the way that I saw this was, I'm gonna go sacrifice every single moment of time that I have right now, so that I can build something for the future. Whether that may be as a career in AI, which is kind of popping off, or whether that may be as a career in like making videos, because that's something which I really, really, really love. For that, like I was more than happy to sacrifice whatever time I have available right now, because why not sacrifice what you have now for tomorrow? Because who knows how much better tomorrow then can be. It's something which I really enjoy, because the next day can be so much better. But then there was something that happened within the family where I kind of got really pulled back to kind of like this reality where I was always acting on this idea that there may be a future, or there will be a future. However, that's not guaranteed. There are definitely things that you can do to make it more probable that there will be a future for you. Because if you do things which are like, because you can do things that like make your future less likely. You can do things that can be dangerous to you. You can do things that have a higher health risk, that sort of stuff. But even if you do everything perfect, it still doesn't mean that everything will be fine. And that's something which I really got to realize, and I was like, shit. I came to this big realization where it's like, well, I got to thinking, like, if this were to be it for me now, would I be happy with like the last half a year to a year that I've lived? And my answer was no, and that was kind of a big thing. So I decided at that point in time, I was gonna say, okay, I need to make some space for myself and enjoy life as well. So what I decided to do then was stop with the like content stuff, because like I was kind of just trying to get by, manage like what I had, but I couldn't really do what I enjoyed to do or what I really wanted to do, because if I tried to do what I wanted to do, then I would have had to stop what I was doing, but I couldn't stop what I was doing because that's what I was doing. I needed consistency, that sort of stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to finish my degree. And after I finish my degree, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do it right. So that's where we are. Right now we're here. I'm back. I am slowly building up the stuff. So that's what you're seeing right here. We have on this main channel right here, I started posting one scripted video a week. I actually started out with one scripted video on like this channel and then one scripted video on the gaming channel. I thought I was going to do that, but that didn't really work out. I didn't really like that because like then I got back behind the schedule. It didn't really work out very well. So what I'm doing now, one scripted video a week here. Next step was one vlog a week, which has also been happening for the past 2 weeks. Now we're bringing in this chatting Tuesdays, which now is on a Wednesday, but that makes sense. I hope. It was because yesterday it didn't really work out. And then once we have that, we're going to move on to probably posting some stuff on the gaming channel and introducing more streams. And with that, content's going to be coming back. So hope that answers your question. But yeah, that's basically it for like the new stream right here, and also like the content update as to what's been going on, where I've been. Actually, I was so much more concise with this. Oh man, I can really tell like I haven't done this for a while, but yeah, if you haven't seen the streams back in the day, this is kind of what the streams were like. Maybe a little bit more polished, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, let's get back to like the console stuff. So what I was talking about just a second ago, because like I kind of want to talk about the Steam Deck OLED and the PS Portal, because man, I've kind of lost my faith in console gaming. As I said before, back in the day, like there were these big things that like you could only game on these consoles, and I have some really fun memories of the PlayStation 2, the Nintendo 64, the GameCube, the Wii, the PlayStation 3. But nowadays, these consoles are becoming more and more restricted. And the thing I was talking about was like back in the day, like you had these like you had these handhelds, and like I think PSP, like people remember that name mostly for, oh man, like this crazy handheld that PlayStation had, which looked so cool. That right now they're even making like they're pretty much making a design which is super inspired by it for a handheld device. Which honestly, like this thing looks so cool. I kind of want to buy it. I kind of want to get it. But yeah, handhelds pretty much died because smartphones became a thing and people had smartphones with free games, so why spend money on an extra device that you had to buy free games for? But then Nintendo came around, introduced the Switch, and then Valve saw the Switch and was like, fuck it, let's make it a gaming PC. And right now you have the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck right here was this new gaming PC, or like, yeah, this handheld gaming PC, which offers like a form factor where you can hold a PC just in your hands, which you can't really build yourself. And then they sell it for like $350, which if you want to compare that to like a normal gaming PC, if you want to build if you want to build a gaming PC for yourself, like you're probably going to be looking at about like $600. So like about twice the price. And if you want to buy a game console, you're also looking at twice the price. So this thing was very competitively priced. And it also just like gave you a full like Linux OS. So like OS is like this operating system. So you could just like put it in a dock and you could just work on it as a computer, which is always the advantage of playing on a PC as compared to consoles, because you could only use a console as like your game thing. And you can never use it as a PC. Sometimes you could use it as like a Blu-ray player, but even Xbox right now can't really use it. You can't use a new Xbox as a Blu-ray player because you gotta download the Blu-ray player from the store if that works, which is ridiculous. We've really come full circle to like being able, like having to download physical components. But that's all because like you have to license it, and you have to make sure that it's paired to the proper thing, because right now like PlayStation has come out with like this new PlayStation 5 Slim where you can attach a disc reader to. So if you want to have like the console without the disc reader, it's cheaper, but then if you want to add the disc reader later on, you can do so, which sounds cool. Like you have extra functionality. However, you have to, in order to attach it, you have to connect to the internet again. And that's fine now, but in 10 years, are these servers still up, right? So yeah, like basically Steam Deck came in, and then a lot of like competitors followed around. And where every single time if I hear an update nowadays from these consoles, it's something where it's like, oh, Xbox is like only allowing authorized devices to its thing. Xbox is like limiting this. PlayStation is, well, introducing like this thing right here. So this was the PlayStation Portal that we were talking about, or like that this thing came around with, because PlayStation just came around and they said, oh, we're gonna launch a PSP, and everyone's just like freaking out because, my god, PSP is gonna be another one like this, because is PlayStation finally gonna be joining in the handheld game that now all of a sudden with Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck has come up again. Like there's so many people making handheld gaming PCs nowadays that, holy shit, are we back? Are we back? Are we doing this again? And then PlayStation comes around and says like, here we go, we have the PlayStation Portal, and everyone's like freaking the fuck out because, my god, does that look kind of sleek? But then like, yeah, you're like, whoa, man, that's neat. That's really neat. Can we have, can we see more of that? Oh yeah, man, it really looks like it's like legit. This looks like a cool device. It doesn't have like the same like small factor as this thing, but it really looks like you have a controller between like a screen. Like in terms of hand holding, like that's fantastic. However, what you have here is that when they came around with this, and everyone, like, we saw this, like, okay, that's great. There's got to be a catch. And the catch here is that this thing can only be used with your PlayStation 5. There's no games for it. There's no, like, you can't use it anywhere else. It's just like a Wii U. It's just a display for your console. So it's a Bluetooth display, or like not a Bluetooth, it's a wireless display. It's like goes via Wi-Fi. It streams the games from your console to your thing, and then you can play it. That's the entire thing. And that's one thing that this thing could also do. But yeah, this time it's a bigger screen. Like you have the controller hand, like hands. It's nice, but it's like, this thing is $200. You buy a bloody console for $500, and then you buy this for $200, and then it's like, there you go. That's your thing. And you can't do anything else with it but just like stream it from your PS5. And then if you want to use like Bluetooth to have like a Bluetooth headset to it, you can only use Sony's proprietary one. So like this is the type of shit that I'm getting so tired of when it comes to this. When it comes to like this like new gaming console era, that I'm really getting bummed out with like this new era of console gaming, where everything is locked behind. You have to log in. Everyone is locked behind. Oh, you can only use it within this ecosystem. Oh, you can only use it with this. I've already thought a couple years back that things were opening up because we had less exclusives. We had cross-play between platforms. We had so much more. I was like, man, finally, like these things are becoming computers. Everything has a USB port, so you can just like plug it in and have fun with that. So like you can just like take a microphone, plug it in, you can take your controller and plug it in from your console to your PC. It's gonna be so much more open. And now it's just like all getting locked down. Where even like a device like this, like a PlayStation Portal right here, a PSP. I don't know if they're actually calling it a PSP, but I mean like it's pretty much a PS Portal. Like they know what they're going for. Everyone's like PS Portable. Rahab, how's it going, man? But it's like, even this, like, it doesn't have a web browser. It doesn't have Bluetooth that you can use. It just does the same thing that this thing does. It's like, man, oh god, that just kind of gets me depressed. And then you have this shit right here. Steam Deck comes around, and Steam Deck is like, yo, man, we got you, we got you, we got you. Actually, do they got me? No, they don't got me. And they just like quietly released like this OLED model, which is just like an upgraded model for the console that they released, I think last year. Which is like an upgraded display, upgraded battery life, upgraded like controls and that sort of stuff. And they lowered the price of the first one, which honestly, I think I'm becoming more and more of a PC gamer. If that's anything that's to this topic, I think I'm becoming more and more of a PC gamer. Let's see, Rahab says, it's going to be like that emote, to be honest. What's up with that? What's this emote? Salty the alien? Soft wrinkle? What's happening with you, man? What's happening with you? But yeah, Third says, forget the OLED Steam Deck. What? Where's the Xbox 720? Bro. If only Xbox stuck with that naming scheme. Like, seriously, their naming scheme is so weird. You have the original Xbox, which is just called the Xbox, but everyone calls it the Xbox One because that was the first Xbox. So you have that. Then you have, what's it called? The Xbox 360. Then you have the Xbox One, which is not the first Xbox, but it's the Xbox that came after 360. And then you have the Xbox Series X. But you also have the Xbox One X. Oh, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Let's see. Well, some live upheavals coming in 2025, and recently had a hospital appointment that involved shoving a camera down my nose. Oh boy. Fun. Yeah, dude, I can imagine. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sometimes everything comes around at the same time. PCs are more complex but have greater flexibility. Yeah, dude. Caroline Spencer asks, when are you coming back to Warframe? I am, probably somewhat soon. So, how should I put this? So, when it comes to Warframe, let's see. Silver lining is that there is no visible problems with my ears, nose, and throat, so that's good. That's great to hear. I mean, like, every downside has an upside. But yeah, when it comes to Warframe, basically, I've been keeping up with that until the new war, basically, which came out, like, about a year or two ago. Then I still play 1 or 2 quests, but then I haven't really played much since. One of the things that's gonna happen, I was just talking about hold on. Just talking about the new stream format. So the new stream format, which is going to be like my free-to-play bonanza sort of thing, is going to involve like a number of 5 or 6 games. Guess why I have the dice. That I'll play depending on like the dice roll. And one of those games is definitely Warframe. Now I do probably intend to cover the quests that I've missed, just because it's kind of fun to see what the hell's going on with it. But so yeah, I think that will be the place of Warframe when it comes to the future of like the channel. Not necessarily here on this channel. It's gonna be more over on the the Postma 1 channel. So that's where we'll have the game streams, and that's where we have the game videos. So that's basically like when it comes to Warframe, it will probably be like in a couple of weeks. I'm thinking if I'm ready to do like these streams where we're going to be playing Warframe, I'll probably do like a video of just like returning to Warframe sort of thing, like just taking a look at like what the hell's gonna be, what the hell's up with it. Because it's gonna be the first time of me logging in since like 1.5 years ago or so. It's like a long time ago. So I've heard there's a lot of things that changed. There's like Planes of Deferi, there is other stuff. So I'm kind of curious because I've never really had that I've logged in after several major updates. So I'm kind of curious as to what that experience is like. So I'll probably make that a video, and then whenever the dice rolls on like whatever we set to Warframe, then we'll play that on the stream. And if there's an update or a big thing which is important to story or whatever, we'll play that on stream. I'll make a playthrough video out of it. And if not, then we'll just happy play that, I guess, sometimes when the dice rolls. So that's kind of the plans for Warframe. Also, I see that the chat is not really showing things anymore. Fumbled. Planes of Fumbled. I'm gonna be playing the update, so I'll let you know if it's worth looking into. All right, thank you. I'll definitely try. I'll definitely play it. I have a couple games downloaded for it. So. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is that I'm no longer grabbing the YouTube chat, so it might be that after an hour of constantly grabbing YouTube, the bot doesn't like it anymore, or like maybe YouTube's API doesn't like it. So I'm probably gonna have to work with implementing the YouTube API into this, because I see that we're no longer grabbing YouTube, but it sucks. But yeah, there's only one way to figure that out, and that's for this. So I think that I don't think it shows anything anymore. So let me see. Let me send a test message. Well, the release date is the 7th, but it's so take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I don't think I'll be... I mean, like, even if it would be the 7th, I will not be able to get into the new stuff, because there's some stuff in between that I haven't seen. Though, then again, knowing Warframe, it may not be all that relevant. So, we'll see. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like the YouTube chat is working anymore, but that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, but it's very useful information. Let's see. Oh, they're changing that? What are they changing? What is going to be changed? Let's see. Main quests will no longer be tied to mastery rank or any other requirements, and apparently will come with refreshers. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, like, I guess this stuff has gotten so convoluted and far stretched on time that it's probably the best. But yeah. Yeah, I think that what I want to do, let's see. I think what I want to do is I'm gonna go look into this thing right here, into the chat bot, because it sucks. It's not displaying YouTube anymore. God damn it! I wish it did. I wish it did. It's only displaying a little bit. Actually, like the fun thing right now is I can scroll back in chat, so we can go back right here, which previously I could not do. Yep, YouTube be cucking you. I think what's going on is basically like what I'm doing here. Is I'm just like constantly fetching the data from YouTube, so the servers probably get tired of me, which I was afraid was gonna happen. But I ran it a couple of times for like more than 30 minutes and it was fine. So I thought it would be fine, but right now it's not fine. So I will have to work in the API integration. I was not hoping I would have to do that, but I will. But yeah, that's something I'll have to work on. But other than that, that shouldn't be ultra relevant for the next upcoming stream. So basically, hopefully in a week's time that will be fixed. That is kind of going to be my aim. So that also means I have to postpone the programming video about this bot. But yeah, Rahab, how's it going, man? It's not showing. It's not showing though. I'm kind of curious as to like how this looks. My idea, by the way, if you're watching the stream and you're watching it now, it's like, oh shoot, I've missed a whole bunch of it. The fun thing with YouTube is like you can just scroll back and watch it. But my idea right now is still to like I'm still recording these things, and I'm just gonna be putting them still on the stream channel. So if you want to see like the archive streams, I'm kind of debating as to whether I should leave them like unlisted or whether I should private them after I streamed. But my idea right now is to take these streams and then also post them like to the stream archive, because what I find is like YouTube has separated like live streams and videos so much that sometimes like I can't see live streams in my subfeed, which absolutely sucks. So my main focus that I want to have is like just having those things such that if you're just like if you want to see the past streams, like you still have this full archive there. So yeah. One thing that I also haven't figured out yet is how to make emotes show up in this chat right here. So this is hyper refill, which is yeah, not the two eyes that you're displaying there. So yeah, that's a thing for there. Other than that, maybe there will be another stream this week. Likely, maybe. I can't say too much about that. I don't want to give you anything else. But yeah, like most likely there will be another stream this week, or maybe not. Actually, there may be another stream. If there's another stream, you'll see. Let's see. Mine has this weird thing where it'll show someone being live hours after they finish. So one thing I've heard, actually, like if you guys are watching on Twitch, let me know if this is true. I've heard someone say that they get notifications that this channel is live when it's not live, and then it's hosting someone else. I have two questions about that. Number one, I'm not hosting someone. Number two, I'm not going live. I don't think I've auto-host enabled on this channel anymore. So yeah, if there's other people that have this problem, let me know. Like have this thing where you get notifications of like, oh man, he's going live, and you click on it, and like, I'm not live. I'm literally just, you know, just sitting here. Then I've never experienced that. Yeah, me neither. But I heard it. I was like, shoot, that is so weird. That is so strange. I was like, if that's the case, because like I have also never hosted someone in years. It's like, so I was kind of freaking out about that. Wood, how's it going? Michel, search on Twitch. What should I search on Twitch? Rambo the Driving Ape. It's so cool. All right, I'm not a reaction stream, so I can't like show this because I think I will actually get in trouble with Twitch. But yeah. I can just take a look at it here. Also, what? How's it going, man? How you doing? Conceded. It's bonkers that I'm crying of laughing, but I did get an ad on another stream, which is literally just someone else's stream. I mean, that's one way to grow on Twitch. Like, there's no way to grow on Twitch, so it's kind of like, yeah, like if you want to grow, you gotta try things out. How did you find this? Wood, how did you find this? Is this your stream? I am not so well for right now, but a moment ago I was very well. I mean, it's a Twitch generated ad. Yeah. This is a, let's see. I can't get it to load. There's like a network error. But it seems to be, as far as I can tell, like I can't show this right here. This seems to be like a Twitch channel that probably shows some sort of like ape driving a golf cart. It's probably like a real like a constantly going thing. It only has 6 viewers right now. So how did you find this? Is this yours? I'm getting suspicious. It may be yours. No, it ain't mine. Me and friends are in call. We are searching silly streams. Okay. Well, it's in a pools, hot tubs, and beaches platform. Which, like, why the hell is it in there? That's so weird. But yeah, this guy is here trying to get like 50,000 followers by having an ape drive a cart and that being a stream. I'm guessing because I can't see it right here. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you were like very well a moment ago. I hope that you get better soon. Let's see. The streamers in question had no part in the ad. Oh wow, that's strange then. It would be weird if this stream all of a sudden would show. Okay, man, I'm leaving. I have an amazing stream. I'll come to check in more from time to time. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Should be more streams from like in the future as well. Yeah, what's up, Rahab? Last week, I had a dream where I was with you on a beach and we were building a sandcastle. Jeez. What day was that? What day was that? Literally just out of nowhere. I was like, guys, thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Pesto Boy and Averum. Thanks, guys. I don't have alerts set up for YouTube, but I don't think YouTube has many alerts. It's like someone subscribes to the channel, but that's never really happens for this. It was Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah, I can imagine, like, one of those days was goddamn tired. So that's why I was so tired. Oh boy, hold on. I mentioned it to a famous, so let me check. No, but like I can totally, dude, I can totally imagine. Like sometimes, like not right now, not anymore. But I like when I was streaming a lot, like I would also have dreams where I would, like, man, I would have these weird ass dreams. Okay, so like, goodbye to the topic by the way of like anime. We'll talk about that later. Um, but yeah, um, there was like, man, this is so weird. There was a time where I streamed a lot, especially when I was doing 6 to 8 hour streams. Boy, that was rough. um, I would oftentimes wake up, or like not wake up. I would dream that I would wake up, but like my dream would be that I would be half asleep, like I was aware I was someone asleep, but I was dreaming that I was streaming. So I was kind of like my dream was something like this. I was kind of like asleep. I was like, shit. There's a stream on right now. Shoot, I gotta go end the stream because I'm falling asleep now. God, I gotta end it. I gotta end it. Oh man, I am. How long was I out for? Okay, shoot. Okay, what do? I need to pretend that I'm not sleeping right now. Okay, so, oh man, I could not find a way to turn off the stream. I had this thing where, like, I had to find a way to turn off the stream because I was asleep or falling asleep. Oh man, it was so weird. It was so weird. But yeah, I also have I have so many things, bro. There are so many times. Okay, apparently I'm just going insane and never mentioned it to a theme. Okay, well then you're just going insane. Also, Caroline says, I always loved watching your streams because you're so cool. Well, thank you. You're cool too. Oh, God, I hate those ones. Oh, man. I do have sometimes these fun dreams, which I call them like my preparation dreams. I've had them a couple times before exams. I've had them a couple times before important days. I think they're just repetition days. I get them about having to find a toilet. Oh, you gotta watch out with those. You really gotta watch out with those. I have these repetitions dreams where if I have an important day coming up, like I'll have these dreams where like I'll wake up and it's the day itself, and like I'll go through the things I have to do, and then something goes wrong, and I wake up again, and then like I start a day anew. Like it's basically, if you've ever seen ReZero, it's like that, but then with dreams. And then like I have that so many times where when I actually wake up, I have to check, be like, is this real or is this another dream again? Because it just keeps on going for a long time. But it's really interesting. And sometimes they sort of get it right, and sometimes like the predictions are sort of wrong. But sometimes I just get to live a day a couple times in a dream. Yeah, I've also had, man, I've had so many dreams which are just insane. Where I've had what's it called? Where I've had these dreams where I was like, whew. I would be like making a stream or making a video or like talking to like creators that I watch or so, and I would be convinced that let's take a random example, like a PewDiePie or so. I would be I would have dreams where I would have PewDiePie in my Discord DMs, and like we've been going back as far as like we would have like as great content as me and Cole back in the day, or as me and Defton or so. And we'd make so much content together, and then be like, oh, he'd ask me something, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get back to that when I wake up. And I'd wake up and it's like, you have to think, it's like, oh yeah, shoot, I was gonna get back to him for something, and it's like, wait, that was a dream. But it's so weird because like it's literally as though like, for instance, like a PewDiePie, I've not really watched his videos all that much. Like I've seen some of his Minecraft series or whatever. I never really have like this very strong parasocial connection to like creators or something. But for some reason, it just brings itself into my mind as though it's like that's real, as though it's like I know this person, as though like we have a history. Like you have an entire history together. Like I could recall events that we did, or things that we shared as though it was like years ago or months ago. And then you wake up and it's like it feels so real. It's like, oh wait, no, that's not real. And then like a day later you've forgotten it. It's so strange. Dreams are fucking assholes sometimes. Yes, they are. But yeah, let's see. Those are so weird, especially when you have them while waking up. Yeah, dude, the waking up ones when it's like in a loop. That's just so strange. That is so fucking strange. So yeah, dreams can be weird, and yeah, but it's also weird how like you can be part of someone else's dreams. So like now I know that I'm in your dreams. I wonder who else's dreams I'm in. I guess that's why I'm so tired every time after I like wake up. Even though I've had a good night's sleep, I've been busy at beaches building sandcastles. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But yeah. Anyway, with that said, I'm not gonna get into the final anime topic because like I kind of want to fix this bot before, because otherwise no one on YouTube will show the messages, which is correct. Twitch, this is the intended functionality. But yeah, let's see. The funny thing was you were already wanted to making it when I arrived, and you didn't break it down. I thought you'd come in and smash it to pieces. Oh man. Though then again, like I would be the type of like person to like make a sandcastle. Like I remember back in the day when we were young, like we'd go to the beach very early on, because like you want to go early, especially in the good days, because then you have a nice spot. So you'd go like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And my parents would always like prepare some snacks, like maybe have some lunch and then like go back around like 2 p.m. or so. And then like what we would do is like we'd build sandcastles and like with little like, you know, like oh god, like waterways around it and that sort of stuff. And then we'd want it to be like, we wanted the sea to come in and then like make the waterways fill up. However, we'd always do that on like the very far end of the beach, because that's where we'd arrive, where that would be kind of where the water was. But then like the tides would change and we'd be super far in, and we'd have to wait every single time until like 6 or 7 p.m. before the tide would come back, such that like the water would come in, flow in all the waterways, destroy the sandcastles, and then we could go back home. So yeah, that was... Yeah, don't get me to build a sandcastle, because you'll be stuck on the beach for a long time. And even if we're running out of food, we built the waterways, we built the castle, we want to see it flood. So that was that. But yeah, anyway, I think so far I have I did enjoy the first Tuesday chatting. Sounds like a good time. It really fucking was. I really enjoyed those days. I miss going to the beach. But yeah, should make a vlog of it one day. Honestly, I could. There'll be more vlogs. Right now the vlogs are very talky, or maybe I'll make a beach vlog this week. Who knows? Maybe. Actually, I'm not gonna promise something, but we'll see. But yeah, the vlogs right now are very explanatory, because there's like a lot to talk about, and right now like there's a certain like there's multiple levels of reasoning going on behind certain things. So for instance, right now like a lot of my videos are very explanatory, like what is programming, what is software, and there's also a lot of like with vlogs where I'm just talking a lot. And the reason for that is that, first of all, like I need to catch up, and there's also like we're laying down the foundation for like, okay, so talking about programming stuff, talking about software stuff, talking about that. I want to also do what is OBS, so we could talk about that and that sort of stuff. Just laying the foundation of more general things that we want to talk about, and then we can talk about like, oh, was the PlayStation feed out, that sort of stuff, right? But it's also got another layer to it. That is that, for instance, when it comes to like product videos right now, like, you know, like the videos, like they're getting decent views. Like I'm super surprised. That's also what I said in my video there. It's like I'm super surprised with how well it's going. I was legit expecting to get like maybe like half the views we're getting now, and honestly, like it's going good. It's going good. Like most videos right now are getting more views than the previous one, which is fantastic. But it's not at a level yet where, you know, like I could comfortably buy a Steam Deck OLED and then like expect a return on that from one single video. So if I were to make videos right now about like the Steam Deck OLED, the next one about the PS Portal, and then the next one about this Aya Neo thing, and the next one about like this, like that would be a big bill. Same thing with the vlogs. Like I'm definitely intending to attend some more conventions, especially in the upcoming year, and those make like great travel vlogs and that sort of stuff. I do really want the vlog to be like kind of like my like more like kind of an adventure sort of thing, right? But right now it's like it doesn't really make sense for me to like go to a random place, because there's not really conventions going on right now, so it's cheaper as well. It's cheaper as well to just like be here in the studio and record something. But that's also like, it's not necessarily that I'm doing that because it's cheaper, but it's also because like right now this is what my life is, and it's gonna change. Adventure vlog, yeah. I mean, like the entire vlog is generally gonna be like an event, like the adventure. Like see it as an anime. Like we're starting out right now here, and like at this place. We're starting here in this place, and we're like we're starting out with just talking about like the general standards about what are videos, what are live streams. We're talking about like what is gaming, what is programming, that sort of stuff. And from that, we're gonna explore a couple of things, and like we'll see where it goes. And it's the same thing here. I've experienced that with Warframe, and we're definitely going to experience it more coming forward. Where, hey, with Warframe, I was playing right here, I was playing like on a laptop. I was playing this game. I downloaded it for the first time. I was having fun with that, and a couple years later, I'm at TennoCon, and we're having fun there. And I'm running around London, Ontario. I had no reason to be going to London, Ontario. All of a sudden, I play this game, and now I'm there. So that's also where, like, right now, a lot of it's centered around here because that's where we're starting out, and we're not starting out like fantastic, right? Like Luffy didn't start out in like the newer world. He started out in like Old Blue, and then he like not Old Blue, East Blue. Old Blue is where Sanji wants to end up in. If you get that anime reference, right? So yeah. It's also in the middle of winter, which isn't great for that content. Oh yeah, it's true, bro. I was thinking maybe I can record something today, but it was raining. It's like fuck. Like I love this room, by the way. Like I like the aesthetic of like the gray there, and like the soundproofing works great for like the sound. But it sucks for like it makes it so dark. It makes it like so bad. I only know the One Piece is real. Yeah, it's honestly like it's an anime which I think is great. It's very long, but it's something that I got in at the right time and has been very important for me at the time that I was watching it. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, yeah, that's I think that's about it for this Just Chatting stream, or Chatting Tuesdays. Also, one thing that you may have noticed, I watched a live action purely to piss off a friend of mine. From what I've heard, it's sort of okay. I think it's like it's a decent thing for people to get into. To like, let's say you want to see what One Piece is about, but you don't want to watch all the episodes. Then I think the live action is shorter. Though then again, I do think that like I don't really get the live action trend because he's so obsessed with One Piece. So I imagine he won't like it. From what I've heard, it's good. I've not seen it. But basically, the original creator has been involved with creating these episodes and has approved it manually. So, and he keeps bothering to me to watch the LMAO. Actually, like the best thing that you can do, if you really want to piss him off, Rahab, if you really want to piss him off, here's how you piss him off. Okay, here's how you piss him off. Read the manga. Go read the manga. Why does that piss him off? First of all, because the manga is like the original like creation by the artist, whereas the anime is the adaptation. So the manga is more source material than the anime itself. Secondly, you can read so much faster through the manga. Like that thing, like that's like it's still 1100 chapters, but you can read a manga chapter like very fast, right? Third reason is the manga is like an arc ahead. Like it's a bunch ahead from like where the anime is. So if he only watches the anime, like you'll have all the spoilers. And that's like a big thing. Oh no, he's up to date with the manga, I think. Oh man. I mean, he's like me then. Like I used to watch the anime and never read the manga until at a certain point in time it took too long, and now I'm reading the manga and it's like review after review. I'm just like, it breaks my mind. It's so cool. So yeah. There we go. We did end up talking about anime. Fuck yeah. He's one of those fans. I mean, like I'm too. Like the way that I got into One Piece was that my cousin was like watching up to date. Like actually my cousin came over. For like a birthday party. He's like, oh man, it's a Sunday, I gotta go watch like One Piece. And I'm like, what the fuck is a One Piece? And he's like, oh, go watch with me. And then he watched this thing on my laptop, like this episode 500 or something. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what's going on. But then I just like the next day I was like, well, let me go check this out because it's very important to him. Let me go watch it. So I started watching episode 1, and I had to get into it for a bit, but then it was really useful for me. Jujutsu Kaisen is what I've been recently watching. Okay. We'll get into the... Bro, we'll get into it. We'll get into the final topic. A great anime for the holidays. Boy, I have been watching some anime lately because, I don't know, things are great, things are not so great. Who knows? Maybe I need some distraction in my life. This is not going to keep up to date, okay? I'm not gonna keep on doing this because I don't think I'll have time for this in the future. But right now, I'm indulging in some anime, which has been for years since I've done that. I've been watching some anime, including Jujutsu Kaisen, including Chainsaw Man, and including the god of all anime, like the best anime I've seen in a long time. It's so great. First of all, actually, like, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen Jujutsu Kaisen. I've heard so much about it being a great anime and such. I remember we watched a trailer of it once on stream, and then they copy struck my stream where I was watching the trailer. I was like, bro, I'm advertising your product. I'm advertising your advertisement. It's just an advertisement. So then I had to blur it all out to get rid of that strike. And I was like, fuck it. If you're gonna strike my channel, I'm not gonna watch your shit. But man, at the end of the day, I decided, well, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. You know, over it. I'm over it because I blurred it. The strike's gone, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But you know, I'm over it. I'm the adult. I'm gonna watch it. I've seen it, and let me just put it this way: Jujutsu Kaisen. I heard it's fantastic. The animation is fantastic, but I don't get the hype. Oh man. So let me put it this way. So Jujutsu Kaisen, I've seen the first season. I've started with like a couple episodes from the second season. Jujutsu Kaisen is this anime which is all about like this world of demons where you have this one kid. God, I forgot his name. We have like our protagonist Kun, who like basically is like this he is like your OP protagonist who has super athletic abilities. And can do pretty much everything, but because he's kind of bored, he doesn't have a direction in his life, which I don't fault the anime for. I think it's a great setup. It's kind of like you see with Mob Psycho 100, you also have a protagonist which can do everything. Like you don't have like overpowered protagonists are kind of like par for the course with shonen anime, so that's fine. And like because of that, he's kind of just like goofing off with some of his friends doing some sort of like, oh god, what I don't know what a club is. But he's just goofing up with his friends in some sort of club, and then he has this grandpa which is in the hospital, which seems to be his only like parental figure. Parents or siblings are not in the picture. And then as grandpa's like, bro, you got to do something with your life because I can't have you slacking off. And literally, I slacked off my entire life. I know. And listen, you got to go do something with your life. Don't end up like me because you'll die alone. And he's like, no, not like, nah, man, you won't die alone. And then the grandpa's like, yeah, I will die alone because I'm dying right now, and he dies. So then his grandpa dies, and he's like, shit, I gotta go do something with my life because like I want people to die properly. And then there's like this demon thing which attacks his friends. Or like no, oh god, no, I remember what the club was. The club was about like ghostery things. It's like a telepathy club or so, and they find this like demon artifact and they play around with it, and then like the demon attacks like his two people in the club, and then he has this demon hunter with him. Like he encounters this demon hunter because he was on the trail, and then this demon hunter is like, okay, well you gotta like, oh, we gotta go find your friends then. Like they go find the friends are being attacked by the demon. The demon hunter can't really take it because it's like this super special like evil demon sort of thing, and then he goes in to try and attack it. He can't defeat it. Like he comes a long way, but he can't fully defeat it. And then he's like, well, this artifact, it's like it's attracted to this, right? Because, you know, it's got the power of the demon, right? Yeah. So if I eat it, do I get the power of the demon? It's like, well, you know, it wants to eat it, but I don't think you can survive. He just eats it, and then he is the one that bada bing, bada boom, goes out, and then like he gets demon powers. But that comes at the expense that demon is now in his body. And that demon is like one of the most powerful demons of all time. And if he can't control it, they have to kill him, but he can control it. But they're still like, okay, so we want to kill this demon, so you got to eat all of his parts, and then we kill you, so he's dead. That's kind of the premise, but overall, it's just like a premise to get him into like the demon hunter like university, and then go on like demon hunting adventures. The setup is great. But the thing that I don't like is that what I'm saying right here, it's like, yeah, the protagonist's name, Yuji Itadori. It's like, I should probably know, because like I haven't really, you know, like I've watched it a while ago, but like so little things stick. Like this anime is the perfect, absolute perfect anime to watch if you're fucking sick and tired of like Bleach, One Piece, or Naruto, where these are anime which have fight scenes, but they can be so fucking few and far between. Where it's like they're building up to something and they're just talking, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, bada bing, there we go, we have a fight scene. Oh, now go and enjoy the fight scene. And then you have to wait two years before the next fight scene happens. This anime, bada bing, bada boom. Episode 1, we have to fight with a demon. Episode 2, we're in the university, we're having a fight, like they're having a university test, they're fighting in the city. Then episode 3, they're having a fighting test in okay, episode 1 is a fight with the demon where he gets familiar with like this demon world. Episode 2 is like a fight in like an abandoned building in the city where the master tests them to see whether they're good. Episode 3 is a fight in a prison in the city because like they have to fight that. Episode 4 is another fight. Like they go from like plot point to plot point. They go very fast. But because of that, it goes a little too fast for me. In the sense of I don't feel a great connection. For instance, like the friends that he has in like in the club, I don't even know their names, and like literally, like they're supposed to be his great friends like back then, and then like he's like they're as great as friends that he's willing to risk his life for them, even if he has no powers. And then after that, we never ever see or hear from him again. He enters this university with like this other girl and this other kid, and then like this teacher who wants to overthrow like the demon hunting like government sort of thing. And he's just kind of like they just kind of get into this university, and like they have this little trial for the university where he has to like answer some questions, and then he gets in there, and it's already immediately like, okay, now you have to do this job, now you have to go in on a tournament arc, and now you have to like have this fighting sort of thing. And it's kind of like, bro, okay, but like where, like you say you're in a university, what do you do there? I've never seen classes. Like they have this tournament arc with all these other upper years. It seems like there's only like 9 students in this prestigious university, and the other university also has like 5 or 6 students. And like they barely get any screen time or breathing time to relax and sit down. Like they do something great. Like they're not afraid to break conventions. Like there's a couple of things where they don't break conventions, or like where they actually completely break conventions, especially when it comes to the main character, which I think is a really great ballsy move. But it's just there are moments in there where there's like this one character where like they explore like this morally gray side of humanity, where it's like, hey, you know, like our demons like demons are born from the fears of people, so they're true beings, whereas humans, like they're supposed to be the heroes or something. But then like, you know, humans can be very fucking vile, that like it can really ruin someone's life. And like then you have like one kid that gets like adopted by a demon sort of thing to give him powers, and like he's kind of like trying to figure out like what's right in this world, because, you know, like he's getting shit from like all these humans. And he's kind of like, well, you know, like I don't really care whether humans live or die. I just kind of want to live. It's an interesting character, and then like it's really interesting to see like how he gets like manipulated and like thinking a certain way from like one side, from this demon, and then he counters his main character who's supposed to be his nemesis then. But then like because his main character is very like open and happy, and you know, like you have this change. It's like, okay, this is interesting. This could build into something, but it's like, oh man, within no time something happens, and like you don't really get that much more development. I'm like, man, I really fucking wish that I could have spent more time with this guy before like we had this climax here, because right now like I can see where it's going, but like I don't really have this connection with him yet. And it's just like, oh man, it's like it feels like they're rushing so fast. Like we have 24 episodes in the first season, and we've already had like fighting the first phase. Like we've already had like the first fight. We have the like what's it called? Like you have the initial fight that introduces the world. You've already had the test fight that introduces like your teammates. You've already had like the trial fight that tests your abilities when you're a little bit trained. You've already had the training arc, multiple training arcs. You've had the tournament arc. You've had the fight the big bad arc. You have had the losing arc. You've had the fight the big bad again arc. It's like it's so many in 24 episodes. They're rushing through it. That I'm like, I can see like the fighting animations are fantastic. It's miles better than something like a Naruto, who has like so much filler in it. Like I've also watched Naruto, and I could only watch it when I skip the filler episodes, so I can totally understand that people are like, okay, this is great because it like gets right into it. But you like I just don't have a connection to these characters. Like there's like this one clan thing where it's like, oh man, like you're part of this school. Like this character is part of the school because they're part of the clan. They have to represent the clan. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what the clan is. It's like it feels like they're going with like an Uchiha clan type of situation where there's certain prestigious clans within the world that have influence, and being part of that clan is important. But the only way that they display that is just by saying like, oh man, oh oh, we're in a fight right now, and I have this ability, and oh listen, I have this ability because I am part of the clan. But what does it say? Like Uchiha, like the Uchiha clan of Naruto, it's like it's very clear visually what kind of persons they are. like what kind of they're a different clan, and also they don't say like. They don't get into, oh, Sasuke is from the Uchiha clan, which was all murdered out, and he has visual abilities, and his visual abilities allow him to see better, and that's why he's special. And the Uchiha clan has a special place in the Konoha village, but they're mistrusted, so people don't really watch them, so they kind of feel excluded, and that's him. They don't say that. They show him. They show like Sasuke interact with the village. They show where the Uchiha places. I know where in the village the Uchiha clan resides. I know nothing about that other clan, and like I don't technically need to know. Like it's only 24 episodes in, you don't need to show that. However, like when you're in those fights and when they're talking about these characters, like, oh yeah, it's about this, I'm like, oh man, I'm just missing. I'm really missing that connection. But then Arturia, how's it going? We're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen and how I'm not really connecting with it that much. Oh man. So yeah, I wonder if the manga elaborates on these things and is more paced more. I hope so. I hope so. I have not seen that. Anyway, another anime that I watched, which does this great, is Chainsaw Man. So I don't know if you guys have seen Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man is an anime which is set in a world where there is demons. And then there's this guy who gets attacked by a demon and then gets demon powers. Does that sound familiar? Whoa, bro, that sounds fucking familiar. People said that it's a Jujutsu Kaisen clone. I don't really think of it that way because like it has a very different like onlook and like very different feeling to it. Though I have to say, that anime is so good with characterization. Like literally, that anime is only 12 episodes long, so it's like half of the Jujutsu Kaisen length. But they spend so much time with their characters. Like they have over the top action as well, but you have moments in that anime. Like you have scenes which are just the character, like a side character waking up, getting himself like a cup of tea, sitting down outside and smoking a cigarette. Like, for fuck's sake, dude. Bro, what Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu like are not all alike in the details. I know, but some people have said like, oh, Chainsaw Man is like a Jujutsu Kaisen clone. Like people have said that. I've seen those things online. So I just wanted to say that. It's like, oh man, it's so the same, but like they're not. Their entire tone and everything's different. But Chainsaw Man, it's such a good fucking anime. It's 12 episodes long. Like the what's it called? Like the animation is great. Like they animate every single small little detail, and then like basically like the premise is that you have this kid who is working for like this like bad person sort of thing, because like basically like this debt collector, because his dad went into so much debt that he's had to sell body parts of himself and do all these odd jobs, and he has like this little like demon dog that he like, which is his chainsaw, and he has to do all sorts of like work for barely any money, and like for him like the happiness in like his big dream is to one day eat like for breakfast a sandwich with like something on it and not just like an empty slice of bread. So that sort of stuff, it's like, bro, like it's such an interesting anime because it goes into so much like, for me, like I love the psychological element to it because there's so many characters in there which are like, the world is fucked up, and a lot of times like what you see with Jujutsu Kaisen is like there's also a part of like, oh yeah, it's gonna fucked up, but a lot of it is like, whoa, cool action, let's go beat this guy, woohoo! And here, like you have a guy that like is all the way down the gutter that gets some sort of powers that makes him like super powerful, and then he's kind of like, okay, I like this, you know. And then like all these main characters, like there's so many tropes that this thing plays around with, where it's like, oh yeah, all these main characters have dreams and stuff, and this guy's just like, hey, I can have a breakfast. Holy fucking shit! I mean, like this is my dream. I don't need anything else. And like he's happy with that, but then it's also becomes like he becomes super empty, because if he fulfills his dream, it's like, what do you strive for? And he tries to find goals, and he goes for that hard, but then he's like, well, now I get it. And it's like, what's there, you know? And it's so interesting because you like all these characters, like so many characters there are like flawed, but like there's like a real thought to it. And you see them interact with each other, and you don't know whether you're supposed to root for them or not. And then you have like they introduce other characters, but they spend so much time with them that there is a time when some of these characters are attacked, and I'm like I was legit looking at it like, bro, this anime about to end. This anime about to end like in 12 episodes, like, because they're hurting major characters. They're hurting the main cast. Oh man, like they about to end this shit because this can't carry on. And then basically it's just like a side character that gets hurt. And it's like if you look back at it, it's like, bro, like I was so invested in the side character, I thought it was a main character. It's like that's that type of stuff. Mind you, people were whinging about Chainsaw Man for the most ridiculous reasons, like the fact they use CGI in some of the scenes, which I don't even do. And to have sex, literally his main goal in life is to fuck. So like Death Parade, or more like Zombie Loan is what Michel likes. I like a whole bunch of things, okay? Because like this is my top pick for like the holiday season. Like if like the upcoming month right here, like obviously we're gonna have like the holidays, which means you have to spend a lot of time with family and that sort of stuff. But it also means that you have a lot of free time, hopefully, to spend time watching something or get out of like the holiday spirit. And yeah, so Chainsaw Man is something which I really like. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is also fun, but I just don't really get that much into it as like other people are like, fuck, this is fantastic. I don't think so. It's cool, it's serviceable, it's great, but it's not. Hellsing is a good anime for the whole fam. Bro, Hellsing is fucking fantastic. I've seen one version, I want to see the other one. But yeah, so Chainsaw Man, I think is really good. I hope it gets a season 2. But here we go. Arturia, if you want to try and find what my taste in anime is, oh boy, get ready for absolute bloody trash, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose all of your respect right here. I'm literally gonna lose all of you guys' respect, and I am willing to die for that, okay? Did you see the OVA or the TV series? Don't know if you've seen the former or the latter. I don't know either. I need to watch it again. I'm way behind a new anime. Can't really find some good new shows. Bro, I'm gonna give you the best show there is. I'm gonna give you the absolute best show there is. Holy fuck shit. Here, hold on. Bro, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. It is so trash. It is so goddamn trash. I love it. I love it. And I will absolutely die for this anime in the sense of like, yeah, it's so trash that like you'll probably like not like me for it, but hey, you know, I don't care. I do not care. Oh man. So this right here is the anime, or like actually like can I? There we go. Here goes the pitch for one of my favorite anime of the last over the last while. It's ongoing right now in season 2. It is called The Eminence in the Shadows. And if you've ever seen or heard of this, here, I'll just show this picture. I'm gonna tell you something about this anime, and please be convinced that this is the greatest anime of all time. This right here is an anime where the protagonist gets isekai'd into a new world. He gets hit by a truck and he spawns in a new world where he's gonna have a whole bunch of waifus. He's gonna have a whole harem of them, and he's gonna be the most powerful character in the world. And then he's gonna interact in that world. He's gonna attend high school, and then at high school there's gonna be 4 free tournament arcs, and he's gonna win them. Is that a cool anime or not? Is that a cool anime? No. Wait, shit, that's fucking trash. That sounds like every single isekai anime out there. Here we go. Let me try and mend this for you. This thing is called The Eminence in the Shadows, and it is actually great. It is so trash. This thing is so trash, but it's fantastic at that. So the entire idea behind this anime, let me see if I can get a picture of that here. The entire idea behind this anime is that you have this main character right here, whose entire deal is that he wants to be the eminence in the shadows. It's like if you've ever seen a movie where like the hero comes in with the final save, like Batman sort of thing, jumps down and he saves the damsel in distress at like the last moment, and then the guy's like, "Who are you?" And like, "I'm Batman," and then he just like punches the villain and gets the fuck out. If you saw that when you were like a 13-year-old, 12-year-old, whatever, you know, a little kid, and you thought that was cool, well, that's this main character. This main character's his entire deal is like he wants to be the eminence in the shadows. He wants to be the guy that is behind the scenes and then like comes in with the save. And it goes so far that like for this to work, like not only does he have to train all like has he trained all like the martial arts and shit and whatever, but he like the main part of this is that he needs to be as average as possible. Like he is so set on like I need to be a normal average character in my normal day life, so that no one would expect that I am actually the eminence in the shadows, like this big powerful character. So he does this in the real world where he just like he attends school and you're like. Everything is about I need to have average grades. I can't I just need to like keep my head down. And even when a classmate of his gets kidnapped and he sees that, he doesn't do shit because his main persona, his character needs to be average, so he can't do anything. But then like later when the kidnappers want to do funny stuff to her, then he comes down and beats the fucking shit out of them because he's the eminence in the shadows. But he doesn't reveal his identity because he's supposed to be the secret unknown hero. And this guy is like, oh my god, it sounds weird. It sounds like, okay, that's trash, right? But it's literally like One Punch Man. It's like a One Punch Man, but then about isekai. One Punch Man like made fun of like this shonen anime. This anime like literally makes fun of this isekai anime. It's so fucking good. Like, you'll have this guy literally just be like, okay, you have this guy be interrogated by people, being stabbed, like being cut down, and he's inside he's like, oh my god, this is perfect, this is such an average character thing to do. And then he goes into like his eminence in the shadow lording figure, and he's like he'll go out of his way to like steal a piano somewhere, to place it somewhere in the sewers, such that he can like menacingly play like the Moonlight Sonata while like one of the side characters comes around the sewers, because that will look so cool. It is so dumb, but it's so much fun because it's so over the top, so shamelessly what it wants to be. Like this entire guy is like, there's a character like, it's so aware. It is so aware that it's ridiculous. It is something like the wanting to be the hero phase is something that people completely grow out of. But this guy knows it, but he's like, I still want this, and he's like completely like, okay, so like everyone grows out of this, I don't, so I'm all alone this. So he ends up in this isekai world where there's magic, which is one thing that he's always wanted to have, and then his entire deal becomes I need to become like this eminence in the shadows. And then he comes across like basically that means that he grows up in his family, whatever, like they're sword fighting, and he tries to be as average as possible, tries to be like score below his sister, that sort of stuff. But then in the meantime, like he goes out and like ravages on bandits and stuff, and then he comes across like this one creature that they've captured, and that turns out like he ends up saving that, and that turns out to be like an elf, like, well, your quote unquote harem anime girl number one. And he just starts like, he's like, oh shit, this turns out to be like a person. Okay, shoot, I can make this my eminence in the shadows moment. So he just like, he sits down and he's like, okay, I gotta do this right. And then this girl comes alive. He's like, oh, well, what happened? He's like, you see, I've saved you. I've saved you from the evil people that try to put a curse on you. And it's not time for you to know yet, but I'm fighting this big battle against these people, and you're free to go now. He's just kind of like just bullshitting his way through this shit. And this girl's like, oh, but I want to know who took me. He's like, it was you can't know that yet. He's like, well, no, but I really need to know right now. It's like, it was, and he just kind of looks around the room and he's like, it was the Cult of Diablos. That's what it was. Evil people. They want to take over the world, but no one knows about them. But I'm fighting them. And then she joins them. And the fun thing is like, just in the way that One Punch Man is like stupid fun. Every single thing that he bullshits happens to be the case. Like, he'll bullshit that there's this Cult of Diablos that's trying to overtake the world. That thing fucking exists. He'll bullshit that there'll be some sort of like hidden hideout somewhere. It fucking exists. Like, this guy has like all the fucking power in the world, but he is so absorbed in his own little game that he doesn't have the faintest clue of what the hell's going on. And you'll have this entire world having all these complex things and all these very, very interesting complex characters that have their own motivations and stuff. And he'll not give a damn about them. Like, he'll go to university and he'll get in contact with these very important like characters and stuff. And normally that would be like the thing that sets the anime in motion. But here, what happens is like he comes across like this girl that's like a princess, and like there's like something going on, like a fight for the throne or whatever. And he's like, like this girl's like, oh, do you want to join me? He's like, well, no. Because he's like, shit, this girl's like a main character. I can't be part of a main character because then I won't be average anymore. I need to be average. I need to be the most average character here. So he's like actively trying to avoid all sort of conflict and shit. And it's so funny. It's so funny. It's like, oh, it's great. Oh man. So yeah. Doesn't he want to become a hero? Doesn't he want to become a hero for sheer dumb luck, gets the harem and gets stuff done by appearing at the last moment without even noticing he's actually fighting an evil world organization? Yes, that's kind of the idea. Like it's not necessarily that he doesn't want to be a hero. He wants to be like his hero in the shadows. Like that's his entire thing. Like he wants to be like the hero in the shadow. The main character motivation is to be an NPC. Not necessarily. It's part of it because in his like what he wants to do, it's so funny once you get it. Also, Unique, how's it going? Welcome to like a YouTube Twitch live stream where we're talking about yeah. He literally wants to be Batman. Like that's what he wants. He wants to be this eminence in the shadow. He calls himself Shadow. It's so dumb, but like he wants to be this character. Like, he wants to be this guy that no one assumes has any powers. No one knows has anything, like, big going on. He wants no one to assume that he has anything. And then, like, when something happens, when something happens, then he wants to be this unknown shadow person that, like, is the most powerful being in the universe. But no one knows who he is. That's his entire thing. And he sets up everything for that. Like, literally, like his entire life is set around this shit where it's like, oh man. It is so dumb, but like he has his entire thing set up, but he is pretty much aware that this is like a stupid focus thing. Like he'll be like, there'll be this monologue where he's like, man, I remember back in my past life when my parents forced me to do piano lessons, and I fucking hated it because, you know, that took time away from my training to become this eminence in the shadows. But then I started to like it because, like, how fucking, like thematic is it that I would just be playing piano somewhere? Oh, and then I started to love playing piano. It's like, it's so dumb. And but he'll be aware of like how dumb it is, and he'll think it's just like his own little skit, right? His own little thing. That's just what he likes to do, and he does that all by himself. And then he has like these people that he picks up along the way that he kind of like tries to convince, like, oh yeah, I'm Shadow, and I have this organization and we're fighting evil. But that's just all his little play in his head. And it like he kind of bullshits that off. And then he just thinks it's bullshit that no one is buying anymore. So for instance, like he'll have these girls that follow him. Like his entire organization is also girls, which is like, yeah, that's like the perfect isekai thing. But then like the anime is so aware that you'll have like this one moment where like they have this new character show up, this mysterious character, and people are like, oh shoot, is this part of this organization? It's like, no, this guy is a man. Like there won't be a man in this like old girl organization. But yeah, it's like he'll have these girls that like follow him for a bit, and then all of a sudden they say like, yeah, we have to leave because we have to go save the world. And yeah, we have to go save the world because the organization is so much bigger. And then you can just hear him be like, yeah, you know, that's like, I get it, you know, they've grown out of it. Like they don't want to hurt my feelings by saying that, you know, that they don't believe in this shit anymore. There was never this thing called Diablos because I made it up. So, you know, it's whatever. And then like years later, he goes to university and then he runs into like this one girl all grown up, and they're like, yeah, we found the cult Diablos and we're ready to strike at any moment. It's like, okay, we have about 170 members like lined up. It's like 170. Did you guys hire extras or something? It's, oh man, it's nice. It is so nice. Oh man, one kind of isekai I'd love to see is where the protagonist is just a complete sociopath and he's trying to follow his own interests but keeps getting called a hero because his antics result in good things for everyone else. Much to his despair. Did I say something like that? I mean, this is sort of like it, but like it's just that like he doesn't want to like. For instance, like this guy will get into like a fight with like the main good guys, and like normally like when you have this big fight where you have like this protagonist fight like the main good guys, like you'll have him trying to explain like, oh man, like yeah, I'm actually like, this guy doesn't do that. He's like, oh, I can have a good fight. Let me go have a good fight. But yeah, sounds like a cheesy version of Overlord. Yes, it is exactly a cheesy version of Overlord. However, the thing here with Overlord, like the difference with Overlord is that Overlord and like this is like sort of the same. It's sort of the same where like this guy is like bullshitting his way to like to like the thing. But here it's like it's self-aware. It's self-aware and fully indulgent. So we're like with Overlord, he's kind of like, oh shit, it works. This guy is like self-aware of how dumb it is, like how it makes no sense, but like how it's like his thing. But yeah, it is. Oh man, it's so good. It is so good. Like I absolutely love it. Like oh man. So like that is a series I would definitely recommend. Don't expect like literary greatness, but just like watch it as though it's like a One Punch Man and just enjoy the trashness. It is so nice. It is so nice. It is so fucking dumb. Oh man. Like he'll look for friends because it's like, oh man, these friends are like the most average human beings that I can find, and like no one will suspect me. Oh man. I've been looking for some new animes to watch. I might give it a go. Michel, in Overlord, he eventually realized how dumb everything is as well, and just decides to roll with whatever he comes up. Yeah, but this right here as a premise, like it's a bit different, but yeah. Unique says, honestly, I thought you were talking about a manga I was reading a couple days ago, which is called The Guild Member with a Worthless Skill. It's actually a legendary assassin. I know it's a long title. Do you know why anime like nowadays have such a long ass title? The reason for that is that basically like a lot of like people in Japan, if they're looking for like books, like light novels or anime to read, like they'll only like look at the spines basically, so you only have the title to go by. So basically what Japanese authors have started to do is like put the entire premise of the show in the title, so that if you're browsing the titles, you already know what it is and you're more likely to pick it. It's a really weird thing, but like that's why all these titles are super descriptive. But yeah. Anyway, it's a fun one. I haven't seen a new episode yet because that came out today, but yeah. Anyway, that's my recommendation. Chainsaw Man, fucking fantastic anime. Like the Evidence in the Shadows. Oh, I love it. And yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is also pretty good. I don't get the hype, but it's good. Like I don't dislike it, but it's also not like my favorite anime of all time. But anyway, that said though, I think that we're coming to the end of the stream. We're doing a full 2 hours. Holy shoot, I was not expecting that. But yeah, time to risk a few ones in front of Michel. Then dumb show. Done with dumb shows. The Okasan anime and the Twin Tails one. Throw them in the Discord if you have like good suggestions. I'm open to them. I really love this one. And yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I recently watched Gintama. Gintama is good as well. They're so dumb. But yeah, the best Christmas anime is Interspace Reviewer. I love how Interspace Reviewer became well known. Oh man, that like I think it was like one of the like Netflix or so that just bought that, thought it was like a great anime, never realized what it was about. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I see you guys are throwing in more recommendations. Please throw them in the Discord because I will not be able to keep them all in mind. Otherwise I'll just have to go back here and grab this. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time for another stream, because I actually do need to go pick up that call right now that rang about an hour or two, or an hour and a half ago. I promise I'd be back in an hour, so I actually do need to go pick that up. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. This was the very first YouTube and Twitch Chatting Tuesdays. So yeah.